How you doing today, man?
Good, Marshall. How are you?
I'm doing just fine.
Kind of a pretty guitar right there, isn't it?
Yeah, she's a beauty. Let's see. That is a what is that? 26. Oh yeah. So we'll do. What one do I need here? Let's do a.
Is that an expensive one, Marshall?
Say again?
Is that an expensive one?
This is sorry.
Expensive?
Expensive?
Yeah. Les Paul Ultra?
Not really.
Not so much.
Nah, that thing might have been $600.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not really sure what it retailed for when it was new, but it's got some stuff on it that's like kind of gimmicky, I suppose. Which it's just kind of stuff that I don't know. I think it's I probably should be careful what I say, but
Not necessary.
yeah. I mean, if I got a Les Paul, I'd rather just have one with just 2 volume knobs, 2 tone controls, and a pickup selector switch, like every other Les Paul that's been used on every recording ever had. That one's got this piezo pickup and different volume control configurations. If I owned one like that, I would get used to it and be able to use it to its potential, but it would take a while.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like a, I don't know, just a different thing for different strokes for different folks is
Yeah.
what I like to say. The guy loves it, and it's a beautiful guitar.
Yeah. Looks nice.
There we go. Hey, what's happening, Camellia? Hello. Sorry, you guys, I wasn't talking. I'm at work. Ian's Guitar Shack. Hello, man. I hope everybody's doing good today. This guitar came in, and I'm just doing a really short one today. So just bear with me on this. But this guitar, oops, I'm stepping on my coat now. This guitar came in, and the owner told me that it wouldn't stand tune. So I just put new strings on it. The guitar got here at 11 o'clock this morning. And I've been stretching the strings and put a new set of 11 gauge strings on here. I was complaining that the low E string wasn't staying in tune for him. And, so I just had to figure out if it would stay in tune or not, or maybe there's a problem with the machine head, so I just tuned the guitar up, and I lowered the first fret action on the G string because it was, let me get this thing. Yeah, the G sharp was a little bit sharp, so that little bit of work that I just did on the nut lowered the G string, so now the guitar is really pretty close to being perfectly in tune. Unfortunately, it doesn't have compensated frets, which I had another conversation about those this morning with someone, which was kind of interesting. But the low E string is not staying in tune, so I just want to see if I can make it go out of tune after I've stretched it and still in tune. Still in tune. And it's still in tune. It's still in tune. A is still in tune. Okay, so I just did that, and it went flat like that and fixed. Okay, so I'm just beating the tar out of this thing to see if I can make it go out of tune, right? I mean, I don't have to change anything. LP Classic has split coils. It's straight to bridge knob. Oh, Yeah, you might have overheard that conversation I had about it, this Epiphone Les Paul that I got laying over here. I'll get that one done today. Split coils and a straight to bridge knob. I don't know what that means. Is there like a little toggle switch on it that you throw and it just sends your output straight to the bridge and straight to the output? Or that's an interesting, because usually the split coils on a Les Paul, you pull up one of the tone pots or both of them, to split the coil on each pickup. And they've come up with so many daggum wiring diagrams and microcircuits and such from Gibson. It's kind of incredible. And, I'm just going to visit with you a little bit if I can, just to see if I can make this guitar go out of tune. Push-pull knobs, yeah. This thing seems to be staying in tune pretty good when I play it. I'd go do a gig with it right now. Down and walk away. I've heard people say that you can't see for 14 miles. No use wishing, don't try no pushing, 'cause I think I'm gonna stay a long, long while. I'm just bending it to see if I can make it go out of tune. Yeah, with regard to the Les Pauls that have all that on them, I'm cool with them. I don't find myself needing a Les Paul with a single coil sound very often. Oh, dude, I got you. Yeah, that happens. A lot of people have to sell their instruments. That's a bummer. I wish things were more stable for a lot of folks so they didn't have to get rid of instruments. I've been lucky enough to manage to stay on my feet enough to never lose everything that I had. Or have to sell a guitar to make ends meet. But man, I understand it. There's times have always been tough, I suppose. But you always run into, not always, but there are moments in life where things get tight and you got to do it. Support your family, or put food on your table, or pay the rent, or whatever the case might be, dude. I've heard that story a million times. Well, not a million, but at least 100. So this thing, the E string, still in tune. I'm just bending notes all over this guitar just to make sure that it won't go out of tune. Staying in tune. So this is a Teton STG 180 CENT. It's a cutaway AR. And it's got, I don't know, the armrest, I suppose. I don't know what AR stands for. But I can't make it go out of tune. So, one thing you got to be sure of, when the guitar came in today, just a quick side note, the strings were wound up the wrong direction, so they were going up the machine head instead of down the machine head on the low E and the D string, and so we had no fall away on the back side of the nut, so there was no down pressure. The string wasn't being pulled down across the nut, and if the thing was having trouble staying in tune and it wasn't a technique issue that the player's having, that problem is now solved. And I've got video evidence of it. I just need to check and make sure my work is true. A brand new set of strings. There you go. All right, folks. Have a good afternoon. Peace, y'all.